Hello, I'm Ken Oxley, the Deputy Editor of the Sunday Sun, and I'm here with Coreena Ford, our Chief Reporter, for our regular look at the weekly newspapers from around the region. We're going to start this week with the Whitley Bay Guardian. Quite a disturbing story, Coreena, about seabirds being affected by an oil spill. I know the Northumberland Gazette have got this story as well.
Yeah.
Seems like someone's got away with it because the cause of the spill is a mystery.
I know, and I don't know if they're ever going to find out. So hundreds of birds affected and no one to blame for it.
Yeah, can't be right. But they've covered it well. Good story. And moving on to the Hexham Courant, we're sticking with animals. There's an animal theme to today's broadcast.
Yeah.
Okay. The animal theme in the Courant is the squirrels. We've got the battle to save the red squirrels. But what is revealed here is that there's been 20,000 greys culled in Northumberland. I don't know what you think about that. Is that upsetting? Is that upsetting the natural order?
Well, absolutely. We totally are upsetting the natural order, but at the same time, these grey squirrels weren't indigenous to this country in the first place. So we were messing with natural order in the first place when they were brought here.
Well, I guess we were, but evolution being what it is, I just wonder whether we should be deliberately setting about killing a species.
I know, and I've got to say, points for the cutout, because the cutout is how the sub-editors have cut out the image so it appears on the page, and they've made the grey squirrel look just as cute and cuddly as the red squirrel. That's so well done there.
They've actually handled it very well.
Yeah.
It's quite nice with the treatment of the story. It's good.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Yet more interesting stories. The Darlington and Stockton Times. Another story involving animals. I did say there was an animal theme, didn't I? The newts.
Yes.
Not any old newt. What kind of newts are these?
Great crested, protected species. So you've got a whole load of them that have moved in to where a major town project is supposed to be being built. And it's cost them somewhere in the region of about £500,000 so far. And an extra 250 has been added recently.
Well, that's right.
They cannot be, well, until we find somewhere they can be moved to safely, that is where they're going to stay. Yeah,
but the story being that the delay in deciding what was going to happen to the newts and to try and protect the newts, and English Nature came in, and as a result of the delay, it's a £250,000 bigger bill. Is it worth it for a bunch of reptiles?
Yeah, well, same argument again, isn't it? It's just slimy little weird creatures with funny crests, but hey, they're part of the circle of life.
I suppose they are. Yeah. There's another interesting story in the Darlington and Stockton Times on page 5 about cab drivers being caught short. There's some bylaw, apparently, that says that a cab driver can't leave his taxi unattended. But the queues are getting bigger in the Darlington and Stockton area, and cab drivers are being left in their cars for an hour and a half at a time. They need to go to the loo.
What do they do? Well, maybe they should ask truckers what they do. You know, when they're doing,
I don't really want to know what truckers do.
Yeah. Yeah, you hear stories about bottles down socks and the like, don't you? Yeah.
But you wouldn't want to get in a cab. You wouldn't want to get a cab that smelled of urine, would you? Okay. Let's finally end on the Morpeth Herald. There's a story on page 3 of the Herald about council meetings and what might be happening in the future with council meetings. There's a councillor objecting to the idea of one-person council meetings, but it's not quite as it seems, is it?
No, well, the one person is going to be the person, well, the official who's going to be in the council itself, monitoring conference calls.
Yeah.
And you know, what's the
video conferencing?
Yeah, video conferencing. Yeah, so I can remember the word there. So in effect, you know, there still will be a full meeting,
it's
but just
future.
one person there. And this is the thing. This is the future. More and more people are working from home. I think just needs to.
Ever been involved in a video conference?
No.
It usually descends into chaos.
Oh God.
The technology usually lets you down. It's a nightmare. So it has a point, I think.
But give it 10 years, I think everyone will get on board.
Possibly. Okay. Well, look, if you've got any thoughts on any of the stories in any of these papers, or indeed in the Sunday Sun, please do get in touch. You can contact us on our email, which is scoop.sundaysun@ncjmedia.co.uk. or
give us a call on 0191 201 6201.